Okay, I feel like the face is coming together. What is going on, beautiful people? It's your girl Nessa, and today I am going to show you the one makeup application trick I wish I knew when I was getting into makeup. So if you want to find out more, just keep on watching. My eyes already done and I've already prepped my face. I will leave for you guys in the description box everything that I use up until now to do my eyes, my eyebrows, and prep my face. So I am going to get started with applying my makeup, and what I am going to be showing you guys is nothing new. It has been floating around YouTube and the internet for years, and I just recently discovered it, okay? And I wish that I knew about this technique when I was getting into makeup, because it would have made my life a lot easier. We're going to do the highlight first, and I am going to be using the Urban Decay Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. This is in the shade 40 NY. I believe NY stands for neutral yellow, I think. Just check the website. So I'm just going to do everything that I would be doing when applying the makeup. I'm just reversing it. So we're starting with a concealer. And we are going to blend it. I am going to be using my Sephora Pro Concealer brush. It is number 71. I like using this brush because I feel like it really helps you control where you are blending your concealer, so you don't have to have it or blend it all over your face if you don't really want to. You really get a good control of the brush. I hope I'm making sense, but yeah, it just allows me a lot more control, so that's why I love using this brush. Okay, so we're not setting yet. We are going to be moving on to contouring, and I'm going to be using the Fenty Match Stick. I actually have two shades here. I have the shade Mocha that I have been using, but I feel like it's a bit too orangey, like it's too warm for me. So I went on and picked up Amber. Amber is a more neutral type of shade. So I am going to use that today, and hopefully I like the look of it a lot better. What I'm going to do right now is warm it up onto the back of my hand. It just helps you blend it better. So I am going to try that out today. And for blending my concealer, I am going to be using this Real Techniques brush. I don't really know how I feel about this amber shade yet, but we're gonna keep on moving. So now it's time that we are going to apply the foundation. And yes, you're applying the foundation on top of your highlight and your contour. So this is the whole point of underpainting. You apply your highlight, you do your contour, then you do your foundation. Other people I've seen have actually done their whole entire face before applying the foundation, but for me, what I've been doing lately, and I feel like it works for me, I like to do the highlight, the under eye concealing, forehead, the chin area, and also do the contour. Then I'll move on to applying my foundation. Then I'll complete the rest of my face like I would usually do if I were to do my makeup the other way around. So yes, this is the Stay Naked foundation from Urban Decay. This is the shade 51 WY, which is warm yellow. I feel like this is the closest match that I've been able to get. I really like how this foundation applies and how it feels on my face, and I have been using it for a pretty long time. Well, quite a couple of months, I should say. I applied it onto the back of my hands. I'm not applying a whole lot. I'm just starting with very little right now. And if I feel like I need more, I'll go ahead and apply some more. I am going to be using this Morphe M439 brush to apply the foundation. Don't be afraid to apply it on top of your concealer. and your contour, because that's the whole point of underpainting. The whole purpose as well of this technique is that not only does your makeup look good on camera, but when somebody sees you, when you're out there in person, you're going out to dinner, you're meeting with people and everything, you don't look like you have a mask on. You actually look good. So this is also the point of doing your makeup this way. I'm just going to use this blender. This is from Morphe, just so I can make sure that everything is well blended. I mean, this step is optional, you don't have to do it, but I just like to do that whenever I use a brush to apply my makeup. I think I'm happy with the way my face looks right now. So I am going to, this is where you're gonna set your face, okay? I am going to use some powder so I can set my face, and I am going to be using, I'm using Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter setting powder in the shade Butter. I already have some powder in this, that's why I'm not showing you guys the top. Everything will be listed for you guys in the description box if you want to check them out. But this is what I'm going to use to set my under eye area, everywhere that I did conceal. That's what I'm going to be using to do that. And I'm going to be using a small brush today. This is from Sephora as well. This is number 99. It's a Pro Sculpting brush, but I feel like this is, it's not, maybe not. Yeah, it's small enough to go in the under eye area. So this is what you're gonna do. You're going to dip it in the powder and then tap off the excess. And I'm pressing it onto my skin. I want to make sure that it actually gets in the skin. And you're going to be doing that for pretty much everywhere that you applied your concealer to highlight. So that would be the under eyes, your chin, your forehead. I tend to crease a lot around my mouth area and also around my nose, so I'm going to put some powder there as well. So now I'm just going to use a fluffier brush so I can remove the excess of powder that I have. I did not contour my nose, but that's okay. This is not something that I do often. But if you were to contour your nose, you would do the same thing when you were contouring your face. You would use the same thing to contour your nose if this is something that you like to do. Alright, so now it is bronzing time, and I am going to be using my Hola from Benefit so I can bronze my face. You are going to bronze pretty much wherever that you did apply your contour. And I am going to use the Morphe E4 brush. This is an angled brush. And I am going in with a very light hand. I don't want to apply a whole lot. It is looking good. Oh! Okay, I feel like the face is coming together. I'm really liking it. It looks great here. I don't know if it's translating to you guys on camera, but if this is something that you've never used before, let me know in the comment section if this is a technique you feel like could work for you, if this is something that you could adopt in your everyday life. Like seriously, it is taking me a lot less time to apply my makeup this way, and I am using a lot less product, and the blending time for me is so much less and also a lot easier. That's so important. I did not invent this makeup application technique. Like I said, it has been floating around for a very long time. I just recently discovered it and I have been using it ever since, and I just felt like it would be good for me to share it with you, because if it helped me out, it could help somebody else out. So that is what we're doing right now. I am going to move on and continue applying my blush and highlight. We are almost done. So for blush, For blush, I am going to be using this MAC blush. It is called Happy Go Rosy. This is a very pretty pinkish color and I really like it. If only I could open it up. I'm going to be using this Real Techniques brush so I can apply the blush. Now this is a very pigmented blush, so a little bit goes a long way. You want to make sure you start with just a little bit, then you can apply some more if you feel like you need more, because I have done it so many times where I go in and I just, you know, I just get a lot of blush and I apply it on and I look like a clown. So just a little bit. See, barely touched it, and I'm going to tap it off. And you're blending it into your contour actually. You want everything to be well blended. So I'm just going to do a little bit of highlight now, and I am going to be using this Milani Sun Glow number 3 strobe light. If you're not a highlight type of person, you like it to be a lot more simple, you do not have to do this step. What I want you to do is take whatever you can take from this, whatever you feel like is going to work for you, and whatever you feel like won't work for you, just leave it out. I'm also going to use my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the color Tan so I can set the rest of my face. And I'm going to be using this Real Techniques brush so I can apply that powder on. And I'm going to finish the rest of my face. I just feel like every time I apply this thing, I just bathe in it. I don't know if any of you guys do the same thing, but it's just always all over the place. The makeup is done. It looks beautiful. You can see that I have my highlight on, I have my contour, I have my foundation, and I have everything else. But there are no harsh lines. It is not cakey. And this is what I love about doing my makeup this way. I truly wish I knew about this when I was getting into makeup, because it would have saved me so much time, so much frustration, and a lot of product. So if you are now getting into makeup, or you like a more natural makeup, no makeup look, I think this is a great way for you to do it. If you plan on using that kind of technique, let me know in the comment section below, or just tag me on Instagram if you try a look this way. It is at Leave It to Nessa. And I also have other makeup tutorials, videos on my channel. If you want to check them out, I will leave them for you on the screen. And if you made it this far, you're not yet subscribed, not sure what you're waiting for, just hit that subscribe button below and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any great content like this. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Mwah.